Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild.
Motherfucking Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild. CWG.
My man Harmon, he's hilarious, he's wonderful. He's not me on Facebook anymore, thank God. He was scaring me with that because he was so good at it.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to another amazing episode of Comedy Writers Guild. I just have a feeling it's going to be amazing. I'm not sure, but this podcast is, it totally relies on you, the viewer, giving your input. And I just feel like you guys are going to bring the fucking heat. It is Thursday. And as we know, Thursday is the new Fridays now that Comedy Writers Guild is in town. And yeah, for those of you that don't know, my name is Harmon. I'm the creator of the Comedy Writers Guild. And as always, I have my amazing co-host, Travis Wayne. So let's hop into how it works. We'll start with a joke setup or concept, and it is your job to deliver the funniest punchline in the comments. You have 15 minutes to submit your answers or just give a thumbs up to your favorite response. Meanwhile, we will try our best to keep you entertained with our hilarious and spontaneous banter on topics of conversation that just happen to naturally arise. So we're going to toss out a joke concept to you for people that might be new here, and it is up to you to deliver the funniest punchline. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get down to it and what this podcast is all about. First joke concept of the night. Make your own Mr. Beast challenge. And what would be the prize? Travis, as always, is going to put that right up here so you guys don't forget during the episode. And we will get into who our surprise special guest is tonight. And our special guest is a very special guest. We all know and love them. And this is actually their second time being the special guest on here because, unfortunately, our scheduled special guest for the night could not make it. But it's totally understandable. The guy is traveling across the country on a BMX bike. So it's kind of hard to judge when you're going to have some free time. So no hard feelings about that. Totally cool. I hope he's safe and everything's good in whatever he's doing tonight. But tonight here on the podcast at Comedy Writers Guild, we have the ones that I personally know and love, Trey and Lindsey Campbell. Trey,
Hey.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Harmon? Lindsay's currently in the bathroom urinating. She'll be here momentarily, but how are you?
Oh, dude, I'm great, man. I am great now that I have you on here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be on. I'm sorry that guy canceled. I guess that he had bad connection because he's riding his bike across the country.
Yeah, honestly, it was probably my fault because I typically hit people up a couple days before and I'm like, hey, just a reminder, we got the podcast on Thursday, but I didn't do that this time. And I hit him up like 4 or 5 hours ago and I still have gotten no response from him, but it's all right, man. It was my fault for sure.
Was that the guy that rode all the way to Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I never met that guy. I haven't seen that episode yet.
Oh yeah, he was pretty cool, man. Like his interview went really well, and I think he's on day, if I remember correctly, he's on day 80 today of riding his bike.
I think we did meet him at Kill Tony one time because he is friends with a buddy of mine from Bakersfield.
Oh, okay.
Who hit me up and he's like, hey, my friend's riding his bike across the country, say hi. And I was like,
yeah,
that's cool. So we met him.
That takes a lot of commitment to ride your bike across the country.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ride my bike across the park, like the driveway.
I can't even do 10 minutes on the recumbent at Planet Fitness.
No, me either. I can't even do 10 minutes can't even do 5 minutes on the recumbent. I get, and if I do, it's at the slowest level.
We're trying to out-fat each other right now.
Right. This is what we do pretty often.
Dude, that is that is what marriage is all about. And I can say marriage now, and I just want to throw out there, congratulations on the marriage.
Yeah, we did it.
Ooh.
See, we got our rings. I'm blocking her hand, but show him your ring. Show it.
Sorry.
That was blocking your
Whacked
hand.
him in the head.
Yeah, she hit me in the head.
Total hand block you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a real hand block. I signed the Declaration of Independence.
How was the honeymoon? No, how first of all, hold on. I'm jumping ahead. How was the wedding?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was the best day of my life.
Fuck
Yeah,
By
me too.
far.
Me too. It was perfect.
I'm glad.
It was the culmination of all the planning of a year. And we had a really nice elderly African woman keeping everybody in
She was
line.
elderly, was she?
Black don't crack. She was like at least 80.
Yeah, she was. Actually, she's right. She was really old.
You just
she
had
looked
Aunt
like she
Jemima
was like-
welcome.
Yeah. I think it's all the syrup.
Yeah, right.
But she looked, she was at least 82, and she looked at like half that. So shout out to her. She really,
Ruth.
yeah, Ruth was her name. That's how you know she was old, because her name's like
yeah.
Ruth. Nobody goes by Ruth anymore.
Ruth Netanyahu.
Yeah. She was,
Wow.
she was really a big help.
Yeah. My grandmother's name is Ruth.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it your grandmother that helped us?
Could be.
Is she
Yeah.
a sassy black woman
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that was her.
with a thick African accent?
Yeah.
You guys met my grandma?
Yeah, I think we did. She had her
Oh.
husband with her, who also looked really, really young. I think he was young, though. I think she just aged so well that he was just a young guy thinking he was marrying a woman his age. But
Was he black too?
yes, he was
Yep.
very,
That's
very
grandpa.
black. Yeah, I think that was Harmon's grandpa.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
Trey's ex-girlfriend, actually.
All
before he
right.
met me.
Oh, whoa. What's
Yeah, that
happening
made things
here?
really awkward.
What made things awkward? What happened?
The Ruth, me and Ruth were in a relationship before, and it was really weird. It was kind of revenge for me, honestly, to get her to plan the wedding. You know, just to kind of show her how she shouldn't have screwed around on me and had that baby.
Dude, I love this riff right now, but the fact that you're saying that you pretty much commanded an old black lady to fucking like
Commanded, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
oh my god, dude. Sorry, I couldn't even go along with it. That was fucking great. Sorry, you got me.
Well, I guess she was kind of laughing all the way to the bank, considering we paid her like $8,000, $9,000.
Ooh, god
So-
damn.
I don't really know who got the better of who. You know, it was a.
She made out.
but you're
Yeah.
priceless, babe.
Thank you. You are too.
She got the 9,000 and I got you.
Yep.
Oh,
That was it really worked out. I made Lindsey pay the $9,000. I don't know where she had it,
I
but
pulled it out of my 401k.
yeah, Lindsey had to pull out $9,000 of her retirement fund. So shout out to Lindsey for spending $9,000 on this woman.
So we gotta go to Baytown, Texas on Saturday and sell a trailer with Evil Knievel painted on the back of it.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You want to buy a trailer with Evil Knievel painted on the back of it?
I wish. I would. I'm broke.
It's only $9,000.
It's more than that. It's got to be.
I would
I
say
say it's like 9.5.
I
What
would
were you saying,
buy it.
Travis?
I would definitely buy it as long as you know it's an amount of money in the bank. Like, would you take it for negative $50?
No, we had sex in there once.
Yeah,
so
we
it's very
did. I'm
valuable.
glad you mentioned that. I was about to say
No.
it. I was about to say that we consummated our newly formed relationship in that trailer
We
one
did
time.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I would not picture it any other way. You two
Yeah.
fucking in the back of an Evil Knievel trailer. Like
Right.
you wearing that hat,
Yep.
dude. That's love.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know how it was gonna work. I was kind of worried. I really just wanted to show her my old house, but I guess that really got her going because we were. I was like my Snake River Canyon jump. That trailer being with Lindsey was like my. Well, no, I don't know if that's the right one because Evil Could Evil crashed on the Snake River Canyon.
Oh
So did
yeah.
you, babe.
Yeah, I
So
guess
did
I
you.
did crash. It was weird because when it was over, we both fell asleep, and I had this really weird dream that my dad was coming into the trailer, and I didn't want to. I was worried he was gonna see us, but I woke up, and it turns out my dad's been dead for like 5 years. So I don't think. I mean, I guess he is watching over us, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It was his trailer, so.
Well, you did crash into that pussy that night.
Yeah,
Evil
I
Knievel.
really parachuted into Lindsay's. It
Canyon.
was great. Yeah, I really fell into her Snake River Canyon.
What was your guys' favorite part of the wedding? Individuals, as individuals. Lindsay,
Uh,
you first.
yeah,
What do you
what
think?
what was your favorite part, babe?
Um, Starting to walk down the aisle and seeing him standing up there, and his eyes got all wide. And I like say this jokingly to a lot of people, or maybe they think I'm joking. It's the goddamn truth. When I saw him up there, like the part of my brain that's always told me my entire life that everyone was gonna leave me, kind of just died. And I was like, holy shit, it was like this relief that I've never experienced. And then the reception was really fun too. I drank a lot of margaritas and we had great friends there. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did
Trey,
it.
try to top that, Trey. God damn, that was beautiful. That was fun. You got me all choked up. Like, god damn.
Yeah, I think my favorite part was when we ate those cake pops.
those were good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the cake pops.
And we're so ridiculous. We fed each other the cake, but there were two different flavors, right? Because we had like 4 or 5 flavors.
Mhm.
And they were really good. And so we each just got distracted and started eating our own cake pop. And
Yeah,
everybody was like, no, you're supposed to feed each other. And we're like, oh, okay.
yeah, we were just really
That's
hungry
funny.
for
Yeah,
sweets.
you can't really shove a cake pop in somebody's face. You know how like that's like a tradition to just wipe the cake. You just like end up stabbing them with a fucking
Yeah, with the
popsicle stick.
yeah. I'm glad we didn't do that. That would have been our first case of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We at least got to save that until we get further into the
Until
marriage.
after we have children so they can cry themselves to sleep. at
Yeah,
night.
we gotta have our kids sleeping in their room, like lying on their side, trying to fall asleep to me and Lindsay arguing about fucking the bills.
Yeah, he's like, I told you we should have kept the Evil Knievel trailer.
Yeah, then we're gonna be arguing about that. And be like, babe, well, I don't know if I'm gonna call her babe if we're fighting. But I'll be like, God damn it. I wanted to keep that trailer and I wanted to keep the hot tub. And she's probably to be like, you never even fucking took care of the hot tub. It's all green. Why would you want to keep
Yeah.
that? I was like, I didn't have time. I'm always working 7 days a week. I don't have time to keep up with the hot tub, and then she'll slap me in the face. And
Mm-hmm.
You know, a hot tub is like the number one thing on Craigslist that's just like picked up by somebody and then never used and then given away to somebody else.
yeah, the hot tub is kind of like the gift card of
Yeah.
like hot of that are. It's like a gift card, I guess, but instead of giving you like a Visa gift card to go grocery shopping with, you just give them like a floating tub filled with chlamydia. You know?
Are people just giving away gift cards?
Yeah,
We got several.
yeah, we got about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now are you going to pass that on to another person? No, you're going to use that shit.
I think I'm gonna use it, although there might be one or two we might not use.
Hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
What would be a gift
Yeah.
card? What would be a gift card that you wouldn't use?
Like if somebody got me a gift card to fucking um Williams Sonoma some shit like that, or like to Men's Warehouse, or to like a, or like Aeropostale, I wouldn't use that. I don't.
Talbots.
Yeah, or yeah, Talbots, or somebody got me a gift card to the DXL Big and Tall store, I'd feel insulted and I wouldn't want to use that, but I'd like be really angry. So
You know
I'd
what?
give that one away.
I would
I
just
want to.
take it and go shopping for you behind your back.
Yeah, that's what she'd do.
Tell you it's from the regular large store.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, these collared shirts fit really well. I don't know
The
where you
regular
got these.
regular large store just to buy him more hats.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think that'd be
I'm
a
about to get my hands on some throwback like Radio Shack cards and just hand those out to people. That'd be an
that's
awesome
dope.
gift. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I miss Radio Shack. Did you
Yeah.
know they had a Super Bowl ad as late as 2014, and that's what bankrupted the company? They spent all that money on a Super Bowl ad, and
Trying to revive themselves?
yeah, they were trying to revive themselves. It was like we're updating our store, and we're gonna get out of the 80s, and then after that they just went bankrupt.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, it is really sad. I think the coolest thing about Radio Shack back in the day was when you'd go there in the mall. If you went on like Sundays, they had the Sunday tickets so you could watch the Red Zone at Radio Shack with
I
free
did
of
not know that.
charge. Yeah, it was
Do you
pretty
remember
cool.
Circuit City?
Yes, I loved Circuit City. My cousin David used to be a manager there.
Hell yeah. He was
Yeah.
he was the mayor of the city.
Yeah, he was like the mayor of Circuit City in Buffalo, New York.
And fun
Oh.
fact, that very cousin, after leaving his shift at Circuit City, decided to molest Trey one day.
That's not true. It wasn't him.
Whoa. Whoa,
No,
wait,
the
is this
cousin that
around
did that worked
Thanksgiving?
at Best Buy.
He worked at Best Buy. It's so
Yeah.
funny because I was going to bring up when we first talked about Radio Shack. I was going to say I feel like they only employed like pedophiles.
Yeah. That was the worst part
Yeah.
about going and watching the Red Zone at Radio Shack when I was so young. This is like, I don't know, 2007.
I guess that red zone wasn't really free, was
Yeah,
it?
no, the Red Zone was not free. They entered the Red Zone all right.
Yeah, and the brown zone and your
Yeah.
end zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. I just wanted to go watch Kerry Collins on the Titans, and this guy over here is trying to diddle me.
Dude, that just like brings me back to your infamous Thanksgiving joke. Dude, that shit was so well written. I love that. It's like one of my
Thanks,
favorites.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad time. I don't remember if it was '03 or '02, but it was one of those times.
Now tell us that it's just a joke.
Yeah, totally. It's a joke. It didn't happen.
Dude.
No, I don't know. I don't. I've had so many like battles in my mind if it was real or not. I don't even know anymore.
He's just a really big Kanye fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I should have brought it up.
Does that ever happen to you when something like really traumatic goes on in your life and
Oh,
you
yeah.
like you have to like really think hard on if it happened or not? That's what happens to me all the time.
Here, you ready? I'm about to drop some news. I have a very similar experience as you.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not fun.
No, it's not.
No.
Well, not for
I
one
mean,
party.
I don't know. Maybe it was. I can't really remember.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really remember how I felt. Like, it was just weird because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. Like, I remember the day, and I remember my uncle telling me we were going to go to the parade, the Thanksgiving Day parade in Houston. He was gonna consider it. And then like I don't know. I just don't remember going the next day. I guess I don't know. I guess maybe if I would have let my cousin finish, we would have got to go to the Thanksgiving parade in Houston, but we never. I don't know. I didn't really let him finish.
Well, there's a lot you don't know, but what we do know is that you used to cry every time you came. So it
That is
couldn't have been
true. I
funny.
think that's why.
Yo, Lindsay's just outing you right now, dude.
Yeah, I know. But it's so weird. I would make this really weird sound. I would kind of sound like somebody like poked a tiny hole in a balloon. I'd be like, it would be so weird. I was like, why do I make this sound every time I ejaculate?
Oh my god. It's like it came out of your mouth, or like do you have a really tiny pee hole?
I don't know. I've never got it checked. I'm worried that but like no, I think it came from my mouth.
Dude, can you imagine getting it checked and you're like, hold on, doc, you gotta see me come real quick. You're just sitting in the fucking trying to finish yourself. Hold on, I
Yeah.
can't tell if it's coming from my pee hole or my mouth.
He has a narrow urethra.
I'm really worried about it, you know. I'm
I'm
really
concerned for you. I'll tell you what I'm not concerned about though. Yo, the fact that this is coming out tonight on this podcast, I want to give you big credit and props for you writing jokes about your actual trauma, dude. It takes a lot to
Thanks.
do that. It really does. And I love that. I fucking love that in a person.
Well, I mean, it is a pretty funny scenario. Like when you have your like cousin who's about a year, when you're like 7 and you have a cousin that's about a year older than you, and it's so weird. I don't even know who to blame. You know, I don't know who to blame for it.
You're just like victim blaming yourself.
Yeah, like I don't even know if I don't even know if that counts.
I don't know either, because I mean it's not
Yeah.
pedophilia. You're
Yeah,
both
it's not. I feel like it's not. But
it's curiosity.
yeah, it's weird. It's so weird.
Me, dude.
Yeah.
I think she burnt the meat in there.
No, I didn't. I just poured like 18 pounds of rice into this pot.
That's too much rice.
Oh.
Sorry, we're about to have a domestic dispute in here.
That's too much rice. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like that could be a good Mr. Beast challenge, is if to figure out whether or not you you got molested as a kid, if it really happened or if it was just a dream.
what would be the prize?
I guess the prize is your peace of mind, you know? Like whether or not it happened. It's just Mr. Beast and you're just lying on one of those futons and Mr. Beast is like, "All right, now take me back to the day." And then me
Oh
like
my god.
it would just be he would be Dr. Beast at this time.
Yeah, he's Dr. Beast, right? And
Yeah.
then he's like, all right, before you finish with your trauma, if you would, just please tell us how your cousin molested you while holding this Mr. Beast chocolate bar.
Yeah,
And you're
it'd
just
be
sitting
like,
there on a couch with a chocolate bar, just like, so I remember when he first penetrated me.
yeah, and then it'd just be so crazy. It just Mr. Beast is all like, now, before we get to the bottom of this, I just want to take a moment to talk about Lunchly. A lot of people have been talking bad about Lunchly so far, but we're really making a lot of great strides to improve our product. I think that we make a Lunchable for kids that is healthy, and I think that Lunchly is going to really take over here in the future and the Lunchables market. Okay, back to the molestation story.
And you're just sitting there like this with a chocolate bar.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
it's
like,
like I
I'm not
sure do
even
love
hungry.
Lunchly. Yeah,
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Dr. Beast's Beast of Mind is what the show would be called. I think.
Fucking dying.
I love it, dude. I love it. We got
Yeah,
to make this happen. Dude, if I was
yeah,
out there in Texas, we'd be making skits all day.
yeah. We'd just be doing Mr. Beast type skits.
Yeah, and we wouldn't get in trouble because how can you get in trouble with Dr. Beast?
Yeah, Dr. Beast is kind of just like, Mr. Beast's side project. He's like Mr. Beast is trying to get his degree in psychology and now he's
Yeah.
just doing a whole Dr. Beast thing.
Dr. Beast is what Mr. Beast always wanted to be, but
Yeah,
never.
Mr. Beast he's still Mr. Beast cuz he hasn't finished his degree yet.
Maybe he became a beast because his dream was never actualized.
Yeah, he became a beast because he never got to be the doctor he always wanted to be. I don't know.
Yeah. How'd the honeymoon go?
Oh, the honeymoon was great. Me and Lindsey, we went to this resort in San Antonio, and we had a nice big jacuzzi tub in our room.
Tell me about the bubbles.
Yeah, and that's where I was going. And Lindsay decided to get like a glass of shampoo with that makes bubbles, and she poured it in there, and it was like there was too many bubbles. There was no water at all.
It enveloped the entire bathroom.
Oh my
Yeah, it was insane. It
So,
was
Lindsay, do you have a problem with like measuring things out? So, first off, you put enough rice to feed half of China in the pot tonight,
yeah.
and then bubbles that just fill up an entire fucking hotel.
Go big or go home, bud.
Yeah, it's been a real. I mean, I guess I kind of don't mind because, like, you know, when she sees my urethra, she thinks it's like massive, but it's really narrow. But it's just because she has a problem measuring things out. You know, she's like, "This is the biggest urethra I've ever seen," and I'm like, "I'll just go with it."
And you're just like, or whatever the fucking noise.
Yeah, I'm like,
like a fucking dog whistle.
yeah.
It literally.
Yeah, it is pretty much a dog whistle, but instead, like instead of getting dogs, it's just you know,
You achieve orgasm.
yeah, it's just me ejaculating.
You don't do that anymore.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Not in
What
some
was the
time.
switch? What made it suddenly stop?
I guess I got comfortable, you know?
Okay.
I started hitting him.
Yeah, she started beating me.
That
I
makes
think
more
that's
sense.
what does it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get that out of you guys, and I'm glad that it came to light. I figured that's what was going on.
If I strangle him while he's coming, he can't make that noise.
No, I'm just like,
So it is coming from his throat. Okay.
yeah.
We figured it out. No Dr.
Yeah.
Beast needed.
Yeah, Dr. Beast, you can go fuck yourself, Dr. Beast.
Maybe we all have a little Dr. Beast inside of us.
Yeah, we're all Dr. Beasts. In
Oh, yeah.
one, there's two wolves, you know? There's Mr. Beast and there's Dr. Beast.
Oh, I fucking love
Depends
it.
on which one wants to come out, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. That's great, dude. I could just picture you tonight. You know, you guys are about to go to bed and you just walk in the room and you're like, Dr. Beast is coming out right now.
Yeah.
Throwing the hat.
Yeah, you gotta be the beast you wanna
See in the world.
Yeah, you gotta be the doctor.
You gotta be the doctor.
Yeah.
Too many Mr. Beasts in the world, not enough Dr. Beasts.
Yeah, I know, for real. All these all these Mr. Beast wannabes, they really need to figure out how to elevate themselves.
I'm gonna Google Dr. Beast right now.
I feel like it's a soda.
I feel like there will be several
Yeah.
Dr. Beasts.
You would think that, dude. Your brain automatically went to Dr. Pepper's. I know it.
Yeah, that's the greatest drink ever.
I've
know?
been
It is
drinking
pretty good.
Ollie Pops. I'm trying to get him to switch to Ollie Pops.
Oh yeah, Ollie Pops are good, dude.
They are, but you'll never get the kick that you get from the 23 flavors.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, dude.
Can y'all see us okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
We have a ring light we can put on.
Yeah, but
Oh.
no, this is fine.
It's fine.
It's a Doctor Who. He's a Doctor Who villain, Dr. Beast.
Mm,
Goddamn. Okay.
Yeah.
can't use that character.
Nope.
Toss that one in the trash bin.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
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 What were you guys doing tonight? Just hanging out, doing the husband-wife thing?
Pretty much. I had to work this event where I had to wear a sailor's hat until like 7, so I got home like 5 minutes before this started. And I am making rice and beef and rice rolls. Bowls, not rolls, bowls with some steak. So that's all cooking because I'm super domestic and trying to do everything.
Hell yeah. That's
And then
good.
we're probably gonna watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
See what new noises we can come up with.
Yeah. I'm
How
trying
many
to come
times
up.
have you watched Breaking Bad before?
Yeah, we're finishing it out. We both watched it, but we did kind of a rewatch. So
Okay. Have you seen Better Call Saul?
that's what we're gonna do next.
Yes.
I heard it's really good. I want to watch that and the movie El Camino, but
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I mean, maybe unpopular opinion, I'm not sure, but my personal opinion, Better Call Saul might be better than fucking. Oh, Travis has something to say.
Just that I agree. Yeah, I do like better.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn. It takes a lot longer to get going. It's a lot like smarter, more cerebral, but I do like it better, especially towards the end. It gets I ain't gonna spoil nothing,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's good. El Camino is totally skippable. If you forget to watch it, nothing of value will be lost.
right. I feel like they were trying to do like the whole Trailer Park Boys thing where they made like random movies during like because like they would do that all the time on Trailer Park Boys. They'd make like movies.
Yeah, those are decent though.
Yeah, those were good,
They're
but
fucking decent.
Better Call Saul I've heard is better. I like Saul. Saul is a lot more funnier as a character than
Yeah.
Walt. Walt just seems like a real jerk.
Walt's like a bad guy.
Yeah,
I was rooting for him until the point where I realized that he's like an asshole.
Yeah, I follow a page where they hate his wife. What's his wife's name again?
Skyler.
We hate
Skyler.
her.
Yeah. There's like a group that I follow on Facebook where everybody just trashes her, and I love it.
Yeah,
She's the worst.
yeah, she's really bad. I don't know. All the wives on that is just really they're really annoying wives.
Every woman in
Yeah.
general in that show is awful.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
like Vince Gilligan is like gay or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. You might be onto something with that.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
so too. Vince Gilligan,
But,
more like
yeah.
Vince Gay again. Yeah.
But the gothic chick that died of an overdose, she was all right.
I guess yeah, she was redeemable, but she got Jesse on heroin. That was bad.
True. Yeah. So she did do that, but it's funny. I guess he is Vince Gay again because he made her die. She was the coolest one, and she was just a junkie.
Yeah, he kills like all of Jesse's girlfriends. Like all of Jesse's girlfriends, Gilligan has
Not
the kill.
not the one with the kid.
No, I
What's
got
his
bad
poison
news
now?
for you. I got bad news for you, Lindsay.
Shit, I saw this so long ago that
Oh,
it's coming back
you
to my
guys aren't there yet?
TikToks.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Yeah, Lindsay, there is some bad news. You're gonna find out. You're gonna fuck
Oh,
around.
dear.
You're gonna find out.
yeah. You're gonna fuck around and find out.
Oh boy. Yeah, Walt's
Well-
a fucking asshole.
Well, we will let you guys go. Enjoy your time together, your steak bowls, and your Breaking Bad. Thank you guys for coming in while I was in a pickle.
Yeah, of
and
course.
saving the show. You guys are my favorites that have been on here.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah, you guys are just so real, man. I fucking love talking to you guys all the time. Every time I talk to you guys, it's just an amazing time. So I
Thank
appreciate
you. We're always
you.
on call, Harmon. If that guy, if any of these other guests can't find Wi-Fi because they're riding a bike across the country, just let us know.
Thank
Yeah.
you, brother. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of course.
I just can't text when I drive because I'm a terrible driver and also an old person. And
Well, you're a woman.
I was in Trey's
Yeah.
car, so I had to be extra careful.
Yeah, she was in my car.
You were
Yeah.
just like towing a trailer.
No. That's in Baytown. We're gonna bring that up here so we can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, bring a little Baytown to Austin.
yeah. That's the goal.
Well,
Cool.
We technically could because we have a driveway.
Yeah, and we have a tow hitch, but I don't know where we'd park
Holy
it.
shit, Armin, in our driveway.
Yeah, I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
Yeah,
We're
so,
keeping it.
yeah,
Listen,
guess
I think
so.
you guys, for old time's sake, should fucking it one last time and then let the Kill Tony fans know what happened in that thing. And 9,000, I think you could get at least 15 for that.
You really think that people like us that much that they'd want to buy it?
If I had money, I would.
I appreciate it, Harmon.
Mhm.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
that's
sweet of
really
you.
sweet.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, well, thank you for saying that. That really made my night.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on the podcast. I made mine.
Of course, anytime. Thanks, Harmon.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Later.
Peace.
Fan favorite, one of my favorites. I fucking love them. They are awesome. They're always a good time, always down to riff, and just they're just real. You know what I mean? That's what I love about them, Travis. They're
Yeah.
just real. They're just authentically themselves, and I admire that.
I tell you what, Lindsey can't text while she's driving, but she sure can write comedy while she's driving.
Yes, very true. Good callback. That was when we originally asked her what was her creative writing process. She does it while she's driving.
Yep.
So, coming into the first joke concept of the night, we have make your own Mr. Beast challenge. And what would be the prize?
Mr. Mikey Otto. Mr. Otto says, "Who can go the longest without using the restroom? The prize would be respect." Another one from Mr. Clinton Patrick Kofia. If he wins, hopefully he can come on this time. My Mr. Beast challenge: spend 100 days in Red Band's mom's vagina. Prize: shot of penicillin. From Mr. Zach No Breaks Estrada, he says, Mr. Beast has to lose all of his followers in 48 hours, and the prize would be peace for everyone. From Phil Lombardo, doing your own taxes, prize is relative. From Alex Krieg, AK, survive a Diddy Freak Off, prize, drinks with Bill Cosby. Life is not fair.
I like that. Kyle Cheney says, challenge is to end world hunger, and the prize is a bullet from Hillary Clinton. Did you already read that?
No, I did not.
Okay. Oh, you just said Bill Clinton. Sorry.
No, I said Clinton Patrick Kofia.
Oh. You said Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
Bill and Clinton, just not in that order. From Phil Lombardo, putting your political opinion aside at family gatherings. The prize is happiness.
I like that one. That's a top runner for me right there. Lexi Nicole Lego says Hunger Games Mr. Beast style. Well, he already did that.
Yeah, I thought he did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From AK, challenge: who can spray paint the most swastikas onto Teslas? The prize: dinner date with Hitler. Phil Lombardo, game is a series of N64 competitions like No Mercy, Super Smash. The prize: actually having fun.
Mr. Beast nostalgia.
From AK once again, challenge: escape from Harmon's closet that is behind him. The prize: get to spend your 12th birthday with family and friends.
Good one, AK.
From K Rivers Forrest Huddleston, challenge: survive your molester. Get molested young and then watch their whole family die. Well, we all played soccer together for 10 years. Oops, wrong journal. Kyle Yankowski, challenge: playing Naked Leapfrog. Reward: you get a turtle thrown at you. From Alex Krieg, ride your bike across the country. The prize: freedom from previously scheduled commitments.
Okay, all right. Before we start problems, let me just say it was my fault. It's my fault the guy's not on here tonight, but great joke. But I don't want this guy being like, oh, fuck this guy. You know, he got his people that follow him talking shit. No, it was definitely my fault. And I should have thought about that, you know, when I asked him, because it's hard to commit to something when you are riding a bike across the United States. So what the fuck was I thinking?
All good.
Welcome to this week's segment of Harmon. What the fuck?
All right. So as of right now, we have a three-way tie for first place. But this time it's like a tie. They all have 5 reactions, which is a lot. So go ahead, get in there. I'm gonna refresh one more time, see if anyone has pulled out ahead. But yeah, if we've read off anything that made you laugh, go ahead and drop a react on it. So that way we can choose a winner.
Yeah, I see there's a couple new people in here tonight. So, guys, just to explain, we are going to drop a joke concept. It is up to you to come up with the funniest punchline. If you choose not to come up with a punchline, at least like your favorite punchline. Show somebody some love. It's all love here, man.
All right. So still no one has pulled ahead. You want me to read off the top three and let the people vote?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first one is challenge. Escape from Harmon's closet that is behind him. Prize. Get to spend your 12th birthday with family and friends from Alex Krieg.
Okay, AK.
The second one is survive a Diddy freak off. Prize. Drinks with Bill Cosby. Life isn't fair. Also from AK. And the last one is Mr. Beast has to lose all of his followers in 48 hours, and prize would be peace for everyone. That is from Zach, No Breaks Estrada. Now, if I remember correctly from previous episodes, if there's like a three-way tie for first place and two of them are from one person, that one person is the winner.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the winner...
Quick math.
Yes. The winner of tonight's first concept is going to be Mr. AK Alex Krieg. Now,
okay, AK.
Yeah.
That's my new thing to say. Okay, AK. All right. Well, while we are waiting on AK, let's get on with the second joke concept of the night. I love all your moves. Name who Taylor Swift just broke up with and what her next album is going to be about. And here we go, Mr. AK. What's up, brother?
How's it going? Just drinking some tea, you know.
Oh, yeah. I'll drink to that.
Cheers, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my camera? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So what's we got to get Travis some merch too.
Of course. Yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah. It's called being broke.
Poverty.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shit. Just what's been going on? Pretty much the same as last week. Am I unheard right now?
No, you aren't. You weren't on last week.
Or last week that I was on, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something. But I mean, Trey and I have been talking more about stuff. I guess there is something unique, perhaps, that I could share that Trey, or excuse me, Talmadge AV. How dare I?
Right.
But we've been through together. We both actually have somewhat of primetime TV credits, or craftsmanship does. We both built on that Extreme Makeover Home Edition. And if anybody watched the show, but it was a Kirkland episode up here, and it was a fucking crazy time, but a lot of fun.
Okay, what did you do?
Well, I was the foreman of the perimeter fence, and Trey was like the chemical guy because we had to mix calcium into our concrete so it hardened up fast. But it's crazy to see how that show runs from the inside. Like, I didn't see Ty Pennington once, and by the end of it, I had no desire to see him at all. There was like word that he was coming to site and everything, but
is he a fucking asshole?
I don't know. I assume so, but I didn't see him at all. But yeah, the first day pulled a 18.5-hour shift, slept for 2.5 hours, and then did a 34-hour shift. And by the end of that, I had no desire. I was like a zombie. I had no desire to.
Let me ask you this, because like you know my profession, right? So I'm
as inspector.
Yeah, so
Right.
I'm an inspector. I've always wondered, like, when that stuff's going on, do they have like the like county inspectors there, third party inspectors there, something like that, for people to actually build it per code?
You probably would have been warded off site at gunpoint. It's
Really?
Hollywood. I mean, it's crazy like how quick these houses fail afterwards. But a funny thing is, like, for instance, there's a shot if you were to just watch the show. There's a shot of all the volunteers shoveling a bunch of bark into the front flower bed of the house, right? And it looks like everybody's working fast, and oh, they're getting look at all this work they're getting done. But to get that shot, what they did was they came around the site and took everybody who's actually working, took all their shovels, so production on this whole thing was halted for about 30 minutes because they wanted to get this shot, and then they set up the shot and everything and did about 1 minute of filming, and then we could actually produce some more on the
Yeah,
house, you
you know
know?
what they wanted to get like a nice shot of like 30 white people with shovels, right? And then as soon as the shot was captured, he was like, "All right, now hand it to the Mexican." And that guy got it done in a half hour.
Yeah, we had to there were so many people walking around grabbing our posts that we were trying to set and just knocking them all loose. So this lady got a whimsical fence sort of in the end. But it was Trey and I were made. If you pause it, you could might be able to spot us on the truck as we're mixing concrete because we both mix concrete together. So,
Yeah.
but you know,
Well,
figure it's
for those
just
that
something
don't
unique.
know, Trey has not been on the podcast yet, but he's been watching every week since you brought him on, right?
Yeah, he's very interested. And I'm sorry, I keep calling him Trey. It could be some confusion
Oh
there, but
shit. Talmadge. Yeah. Talmadge
yeah,
AB. Sorry. Sorry. I keep forgetting that he doesn't want that too. But anyway, Talmadge has become a part of the CWG production team, and he's been doing fucking awesome, dude. So thank you for bringing him on board, and tell him about the CWG and what we got going on, because dude, he's good. Everything that he sent so far, I'm like, you know what? That's exactly how I would edit it too. And
yeah,
actually, he's gone above and beyond. So now um when I edit these podcasts, I actually use a intro that he created instead of the actual intro that we have been using. Like, we're still going to use it for when we go live, just because it's what everybody's familiar with. And, you sit down and you're like, all right, here's Comedy Writers Guild. It's kind of like when Kill Tony comes on and you hear like that noise, that KT noise. As soon as you hear that,
right.
you can hear that from across the street and you'd be like, oh shit, they're listening to Kill Tony over there. So I want us to have our own sound, like, oh shit, Comedy Writers Guild's going on over there. They must be some dope ass motherfuckers across the street. So I want that to, be like that. But when I edit it and I put it on YouTube, dude, Talmadge made this awesome fucking edit, dude. And it's going as the intro. So thank you,
That's
Talmadge,
awesome.
for watching. Appreciate you, man.
He's good, and I think I told you before he's one of the smart people that came through, this grunt construction company that we both worked at. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
uh,
I remember you
so
telling me.
like, yeah, the opposite of well, no, I don't want to keep digging on Uncle Lazy like that, but
Yeah.
Trey could get a job done with it, and you wouldn't have to worry about just whimsical fucking mistakes at the end.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, though. Not Uncle Laser, but about the home remodeling thing, because I legit have it on my TV downstairs. Like, I don't pay for cable, but I have like this free thing that came with my smart TV, and it's just we just have it on in the background while we're switching the fucking YouTube or whatever. And
Right.
I keep those type of shows on because I've been in construction since, I've been in construction for like, I don't know, 18 years now, 19 years. And it's just like almost a hobby of mine, and it's become my profession. I've stuck with it, so I always just keep that type of show on the TV, because sometimes as I'm skipping to YouTube, I'm like, oh, hold on, let me see what they got going on here, and I'll sit there for like 10 minutes and I'll watch it, and I'm like, there's no fucking way, because I'm already picking out code violations as the camera's moving, and I'm like, there's no way they fix that. There's no way they didn't just cover that wall up. Like, who's out there fucking inspecting this shit? Are they just building these shitty houses and they're like, all right, we fucking slapped, lipstick on a turd. And here's your house. And I feel like that's
Yeah.
what's going on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I think most of them end up selling the house because there's too many problems, and it's when you're dealing with like Hollywood production, I assume you don't get a lot of post-production customer service, So
It's kind of like Pimp My Ride. Remember that show?
yeah, oh sure, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we heard you like baseball, man. So we had the entire Yankees team throw a baseball at your car, Holmes. It's like they
Yeah.
did the most I heard you like popcorn, dude. So we
Mhm.
put a popcorn in your trunk, and you just open it up. It's just like Orville Redenbacher's just packages. It's like, dude, my
Put
car
a
is the same.
Yeah, I saw one with a hot tub in the car, and then if you press this button, then a fucking TV slowly rises up from behind the hot tub in a car.
A gallon of water weighs 8 fucking pounds, dude.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fill up a hot tub, even if it's 100 gallons. That's 800 pounds right there. You're
And
gonna
then
need
that's
at least 100 gallons, to fit in something comfortable. And then think about it: all the inertia when you hit the brakes, your car is not gonna fucking stop.
Well, it'd have to be stationary, but then it wouldn't even be worth it because as you're getting in it, you're thinking about all you're gonna have to do just to drive a couple feet again.
Yeah.
You have to drain it, figure out.
It's like, you ever see those rednecks that fucking? It's not necessarily rednecks. I don't know why I said that, but people that
That's
put
fine.
tarps and people that put tarps in the back of their trucks and they fill it up with water, and then they have their buddy like go forward and stop, and they're just in the back like, oh shit, like that.
Yeah.
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 And then you see them fly out the truck. It's just a bunch of retards, man.
I rode from California to Washington in the back of a truck when I was like 11 or 12 years old the whole way. My mom was so pissed at my dad for that, but he wanted to smoke pot in the cab with it. Oh, I guess this is on the internet, isn't it? But he was driving back up with one of his buddies. There, he bleep bleep bleep. But yeah, old Humboldt County hippies. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least he sort of did the right thing. I don't know what's worse. Chat, what is worse? Hot boxing with your kid in the cab, or being able to smoke a little weed and throwing that little bitch ass in the back? I don't know.
In the back.
You think that's worse?
No, I think in the back is better. I had a great time. My mom was only one. My mom was the party pooper of the whole thing.
Well, I mean, of course, from a kid's perspective, you're gonna think that's better. Like, you weren't old enough to where dad was gonna pass you the joint.
Yeah. I spent more time with the people's faces in the cars behind me on that trip than I did with my dad.
I know. Those kids are probably looking at you, or those people are looking at you like, what the fuck is this kid doing in the back of this truck on the interstate? Meanwhile, it's like Cheech and Chong. You just have fucking smoke coming out your dad's truck.
No cell phones. Can't call CPS.
Yeah, true. Those were the good old days, man. Yeah. Well, we are coming up on 15 minutes.
Perfect.
I appreciate you always being a part of the show, man. It means a lot. Buying the merch and everything, helping out, appreciate it. Telling Talmadge about us, and then him coming on and being a part of the production team. Dude, couldn't ask for any more, dude. And you're always a pleasure to have on. You always have something to talk about. You're a great conversation. So thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, thanks, guys. See everybody in the comments. Thanks for
I
show.
will say this though, real fast before you go.
Sure.
Talk about my fucking closet behind me one more time, dude. We're gonna have issues.
You still have yet to prove anything, though. It's
it is creepy as fuck, right?
I heard a little muffled scream. I don't know if that came from there, but
no, that was Trey coming.
Damn it, you.
Perfect note to end it on, Harmon.
Hell yeah. All right, brother. Well, you have a good week. We'll see you next Thursday, man.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.
That was AK, aka Alex Krieg. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me hop into it right quick. Second joke concept of the night. Name who Taylor Swift just broke up with and what her next album is going to be about.
We had some fun ones here. First is tonight's featured guest, Lindsey Campbell. She said, "The Jews." Next album is called Free Palestine.
Yo, Lindsey, you were already on here. You can't be fucking winning, dude.
That was funny as fuck, but she does have competition.
Oh, good.
Let's see. All right. I'm just gonna read them off as I have them. We have one from Zach No Breaks Estrada. He said Diddy and Freak Offs. Next from Andy Dellinger, Big Bird. Album is Can You Tell Me How to Get the Fuck Out of Sesame Street?
I like that.
And next, again from Lindsey Campbell, Mari. Next album is called You Are Not the Father. Next from K Rivers, Forrest Huddleston, the man with four names. He says Kid Rock and Fuck Around and Find Out. About what? Being cheated on with a 13-year-old?
Yeah, right.
And
Tony Wheeler sorry. Tony Wheeler said Tony Hinchcliffe, and the album is PR, Public Relations Garbage.
From Zachary Melton, he said, broke up with Bill Cosby, and the new album will be called Jello Pudding Jigglers. Jello Pudding Jigglers.
Christy Bacon says, I dumped Taylor Swift, and her next album is going to be all about what a greasy pig I am and how she's converting to Judaism so she never has to eat my unkosher ass again. Okay, Bacon, what the fuck?
Yeah. Zach No Breaks Estrada said, hey, Bacon, what the fuck has been activated? We're on a roll, folks. Dino Rodino said Taylor Swift broke up with Alec Baldwin. Her new album title is Rusty Homicide.
Oh. All right. I found my favorite one. Phil Lombardo says Boeing Airlines, no album because she killed herself 3/4 of the way through.
Tragic.
Killed herself.
Man, Boeing, people who know things about Boeing are so depressed. Sean Wheeler says she broke up with Travis Kelce for seeing another woman. The album is Kansas City Cheats.
Ooh,
Kansas City Cheats.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, from Zach No Breaks Estrada, Kid Rock again. How to Get Away with Saying the N-Word. More like how to get away with mentioning that you fuck children in your lyrics and still everyone seems to like you for some reason. All right, Phil Lombardo broke up with Ye. Album is about being almost as good as Beyonce. Almost.
I just want to say Beyonce had the best music video of all times. She breaks up with me. Oh, Phil Lombardo said she breaks up with me. Album is called I'm Gay as Kanye. Okay.
Dina Rodina said Dr. Phil and We've Got Issues.
We'll be right back. Christy Bacon says she broke up with Harmon and her next album's all about how she's tired of him trying to fuck her feet.
Lindsey Campbell once again said Travis Kelce You guys can have football back now. Thank you.
Yeah, right. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. Dan Stinson says Taylor Swift just broke up with JoJo Siwa, and her next album is going to be about the overuse of glitter at the funeral.
Andy
I
Dillon.
feel like Dan's pandering a little bit because he knows my dislike of JoJo Siwa, but it's not me choosing, so yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Andy Dellinger said, broke up with Yankowski. Album is called Why Won't He Come? And
That's that tantric shit he's got going on.
yeah, he's a fucking machine, dude. Kyle Yankowski said Ronald McDonald, and the song's about how that motherfucker gave me diabetes. Well, Kyle went and kicked diabetes right back in the yams for that one.
Yeah.
Zach No Breaks Estrada says Ariana Grande album title Pregnancy Free. I like this one. From Andy Dellinger, broke up with Jared Nathan. Album is I'm Not Down.
Zach No Breaks Estrada says breaks up with Trump. Album I'm Not Your Lewinsky. Dude, that sounds like a Taylor Swift song for sure. I'm Not Your Lewinsky.
All right. Two-way tie each with 6 reactions. You want me to read them?
Yes, sir.
The first one is she broke up with Macaulay Culkin and her new album is called Now I'm Home Alone. That was from Patrick Coffey. The next one is I dumped Taylor Swift and her next album's going to be all about what a greasy pig I am and how she's converting to Judaism so she never has to eat my unkosher ass again. You can guess who that's from.
Yeah, what the fuck, Bacon?
Yeah. So we're going to put it up to a vote. If you think that Christy Bacon should be the winner, type Bacon in the chat. If you think that Patrick Kofi should be the winner, type Kofi in the chat. Sounds like a really good way to evacuate your bowels.
I know, it sounds like breakfast going on.
Yeah. Looks like Mr. Coffee, this is the closest and most heated vote we've had so far.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But
neck and neck.
It does look like Mr. Clinton, Patrick Coffee will be the winner.
Hell yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Not much, brother. How you doing? How you been?
I'm good, man. I just got done doing a TV show in Tulsa.
Oh, can you talk about it?
Not really. It's called The Sensitive Kind, but they just changed it to The Lowdown. It's going to be on Hulu and Disney.
And what are you doing?
I did some stand-in work and some background.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Is that what you do, or is that like a side hustle?
It's
a
side thing, man. I just do it to meet people and network and get around.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, this is our first time having you on the show, but I feel like you've won. This is like your third time.
A couple of times, yeah. I'm always at work, man. I run a dispensary, and it's busy as fuck all the time. So I get people in there constantly. So every time I try, that one time I tried to get on, I just couldn't. We just had customer after customer. So, which I mean is a good thing, obviously, but kind of hard to be on a podcast while working if I gotta help people,
Yeah, for sure.
No, man, I've been fucking with y'all for a minute, dude. This is awesome. Like, I love what y'all are doing. I'm just a regular guy, just a dad trying to, be funny, and y'all's making shit happen.
Same, man. Same over here. And Travis isn't a dad, but he's here to be funny.
Well, I'm sure he can be a dad to some stripper somewhere.
Daddy chill.
I used to do that, actually. I was a bouncer at a strip club for 12 years. and I got a lot of fucked up stories. I was about 130 pounds, and I was a bouncer. Just imagine the shit I got into. People
How
threw
tall
me
are you?
around. 6 foot.
Okay. Yeah, so you were a little twig, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. It was fun though. I mean, I got a lot of good stories. I got a lot of bad stories, but
Do you have any wild stories you want to share with us right now that you could think
I
of?
watched a girl drink a bottle of laxative and shit on a guy's chest in the lap dance area.
And how much did you pay for that?
$30. It was a Cuban girl.
what does that have to do with anything?
They'll do anything for $20, man.
Damn,
Like it's oh yeah, dude. Come
Are
to
you in
Oklahoma.
Florida?
No, Oklahoma City.
Okay. Yeah, I've only been to a strip club, twice in my life. It's not really my thing, yeah.
Man, working there, I can't go and enjoy myself. Me and my wife both worked in the strip club industry, and once you're there and know all the little secrets and shit, you can't enjoy that shit, man. I mean, them strippers know. No, she was a bartender and waitress. So I mean, she made good money without showing her tits. So, but yeah, man, once you know all the little dirty secrets, I mean, Bacon knows all the secrets. Just ask her.
Oh yeah,
Bacon.
Where Bacon worked though, she was the secret.
Oh,
they just kept her in the back, and they were like, "Yeah, you guys want to see the secret? Give us $30. You could see it." And yeah, they took her in the back and showed them Bacon.
So what's y'all's next thing, man? What is y'all's next thing that y'all are doing here?
What, the next Joe concept?
Yeah. No. Just with the Comedy Writers Guild.
Right now, kind of taking it as it is. We finally got it. Tonight is the first night that we are airing it on Instagram as well.
Oh, right on. So it's three platforms.
Yep. Right now we are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
I should probably mention that the maximum amount of time that a stream can be on Instagram is 1 hour, so we're not on Instagram currently anymore.
Not anymore.
Whoa, I thought it said 3 hours, but okay.
Let me double check.
Yeah. Of course, I asked ChatGPT last week. Is it still on there?
Actually, yeah, we are. So yeah, I must have been looking at some outdated information.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, can't fail with ChatGPT. It might have made me late for my plane flight, but it was right with everything else. But yeah, we don't have any real moves that we're making right now, except for, every week just keep pushing out content like this and trying to get more people involved. If you guys,
it works.
Yeah, I appreciate. You saw it when it was smaller too.
Yeah.
You've definitely seen us grow. And excuse me. Yeah, I'm not really pushing anything right now. I'm just kind of letting it take its natural course and seeing what comes of it. And it's been doing awesome so far. For the first time ever, I started just like friending people. Like if I see somebody has like a microphone in their profile picture or something like that, I'll look into him and be like, oh, he's a comic.
Do something serious, Usually people with those, they want to get on stage and do stuff. I haven't been on stage, man. I'm too nervous to do that, man. It's something you got to overcome, but
yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about this. This is a stage from your closet.
Yeah, it's my closet. Yeah, it's my wife's in the other room. She works from home, and so I just set everything up in here. I smoke my pot in here. I fuck with my voiceover stuff and look for acting shit. So that's what I'm doing.
I remember busting your balls when we were in Discord about you being in your closet.
Yeah, I'm always in the closet, man. It's cool.
Yeah. Well,
my 5 kids and wife is just a facade. That's all it is.
See, you and Travis do have something in common, it looks like.
Yeah.
I was so deep in the comments, I don't even... What do we have in common?
He's currently in the closet right now.
I thought I'd been very upfront about this. Girl,
Is that who's in your closet?
Oh, okay.
That's who's in your closet, Harmon.
Bringing the
Travis in
throwback. Damn, bringing the callback.
Travis locked in his closet, guys. Started GoFundMe.
Shut the fuck up in there.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No, I mean, if y'all start doing like soundboard shit, I would love to do some of y'all's soundboard shit like that. You know, bacon, what the fuck? That'd be so fun.
Have you been talking to Zach No Breaks? Is that why you say that?
No, why?
Oh, okay. Because Zach actually has a soundboard on his phone.
Oh, right on.
He hits me up like, oh, well, we talk every day, but he hits me up every now and then. He's like, yo, check this one out. And he'll play one. And one's of Travis saying like, bacon, what the fuck? And like, that's just like, and then he has one of me as like his like, not ringtone, but every time he gets like a text notification or something, it's something that I say and I forget what it is. It's just like, yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, I tried downloading a soundboard actually right before this podcast tonight,
right on.
And it's not working for some reason. So yeah, if you have any pointers on that,
I can do the voice. I haven't actually done one myself. I just got my laptop not too long ago and my microphone, so I'm pretty new with all of it still. I could barely even get this started. I mean, you seen Travis seeing the gears turning.
Yeah, I feel like you would do an amazing voiceover for like the Marlboro Man today. I knew it, dude. I fucking called that.
Yeah, that's got to keep it deep, man. Yep. You got to keep it deep,
dude. I feel like I lost you guys. Hopefully nobody else did. I'll see here in a minute. But I feel like you paid for your house in Marlboro miles.
My mom did for sure, man. That's what got me started is my mom. She had a manila envelope full of those Marlboro miles. So yeah, it's definitely helped my cause.
Yeah. Yeah, parents are a great way to cigarettes.
If I didn't smoke, I'd sound like one of you guys.
You should have been like, if I didn't smoke, I'd sound like a pussy. Yeah. I need to hit a couple packs for sure. I need to just this thing out.
Just get it deep,
Mm-hmm. You got that deep throat.
That deep throat.
Yo, hit us with something. Be like, in a world where something. I don't know.
In a world where Harmon fucks Travis, nobody watches.
Hell yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
Oh, dude.
Keep it that way.
You got a voice on you, man, for sure.
Bacon, what the fuck?
Dude, that's perfect, man. Yeah, we need some soundboard shit, bro.
Dude, I'm more than well,
give us
whatever you need, brother.
Give us a multi-kill.
Double kill.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Damn.
What else? There's a lot, man. I'm practicing a lot.
Were you the voice for Duke Nukem?
No, I was not.
You were like 8 years old at the time.
3. I'm 40.
Well then, you would have been. You probably would have been like 12.
Probably somewhere around there. PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like that when he was 12.
I actually did. I that's part of my joke. You remember, Harmon, I sent you that one joke about whenever I was 12 years old, I sounded like a 40-year-old black man, and I used to catfish girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun when I was 12.
Didn't you call up some girl's house one time?
Yeah, I called a girl's house, and her brother answered the phone and thought I was an older man and tried to fight me. And he went to Walmart, and I watched him walk around Walmart for a while looking for a 30-year-old man. True story. That shit was, yeah, I had a lot of fun, man. Those back in the day, it was, phone dating and like AOL chats and shit like that. So there was no dating websites. It was all shit like that. And I could get a 21-year-old girl to think I was, 25 years old without meeting her. That was just the fun I used to have.
45 years old. Yeah, I would be talking to some girl on the phone and her dad would pick up and listen in and think that his daughter's a lesbian.
Yeah,
Who's this chick we're talking to? Yeah. Well, we are coming up on the 15 minutes now, brother, but I just want to say.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all letting me on finally, man, and me being able to get on actually,
Yeah.
It's always fun, man. Regardless, get on or not, it's always fun.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. And it's been 3 times. You've won. This is your 3rd time, but you're finally making it on, which is cool too because we owed you one. So,
debt paid.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I will talk to you about that.
Yeah, hit me up, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Appreciate it, dude.
All right, see y'all later.
Later.
Peace, man.
All right.
Well, I'm wet.
Yeah. Okay, let's get down to what this podcast is all about. 3rd joke concept of the night. A new version of 100 Men versus 1 Gorilla.
All right. Lots and lots of answers. I definitely missed a few. First up, we have Ms. Christy Bacon with 100 bitches versus 1 bacon.
Okay.
And off to I like this one. Andy Dellinger says women versus bear. Let's see how that shit goes. Next up, we have Mr. Dino Rodino with 100 feet versus 1 Harmon comedy. How long will he last?
50 women. I give it about a minute.
It's a minute longer than I figured. Ooh, this one might be my favorite. Kyle Yankowski. 100 babies versus 1 meat grinder. To which Zach No Breaks Estrada said 100 Yankowski jokes versus 1 laugh. That's mean.
Yeah, that is mean. Kyle Yankowski says 100 hermit crabs versus 1 shell they all have to fight over. That's actually interesting.
I would watch that YouTube video. And from Andy Dellinger, 100 dicks versus your mom. Kyle Yankowski says 100 raccoons and Harmon's asshole.
Coner Steve said 100 handicapped people versus 1 golden ticket. I like that.
Christy Bacon, 100 dicks versus my strip. Death by Snoo Snoo. That
I don't think that's snoo, but
yeah, I think it's the technical term is syphilis.
Yeah.
Sean, God damn it, Sean Wheeler says 100 fake bills versus 1 George Floyd.
Oh God. Sean Wheeler also said 100 William Montgomerys versus 1 Red Band's mom.
Oh boy, it doesn't get any better. This one comes from Kerner Steve. 100 black people versus 1 smoke detector.
I love it. Dino Verdino says 100 Travises versus 1 Chat GPT. Telling you, you got to get on it, man.
Yeah. And Dino Verdino also said 100 dwarves versus Stephen Hawking. He has no chance, but he'd really enjoy it. Come at me.
Yeah.
Zach No Breaks Estrada, 100 Children versus 1 Epstein Island. I think they tried that one.
Yeah.
AK 100 Preteens versus Both Hands of Jared from Subway.
Dan Stinson says 100 sandwiches versus 1 David Lucas.
Dan Stinson also said 100 O.J. Simpsons versus JoJo Siwa.
Here he goes again. That would be awesome.
Ooh, from Zach No Breaks Estrada, 100 comics versus 1 chance to get on the Comedy Writers Guild podcast. The beautiful thing
That's
is
what we got going on tonight.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing is you get 4 chances per night, and there's not nearly 100 people, so I like your odds.
Soon.
Yeah. Again from Kerner Steve, 100 handicapped people versus 1 golden ticket.
Yeah, I said that one.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Alex Krieg, 100 bumblebees versus my shirt. Sean Wheeler says 100 drag queens versus David Lucas. Oh, and Dino Rodino said 100 Spartan warriors versus 1 Shane Gillis, calling them gay.
That's good. Corner Steve says 100 N-words versus 1 Cam Patterson joke.
Kyle Yankowski says 100 squirrels versus 1 nut.
Zachary Melton says 100 comedians versus 1 glory hole to get on Kill Tony. I'm assuming that Red Band is on the other side of the glory hole.
Well, hopefully it's a very shallow hole. I'm sorry. Please come on the podcast.
Better be a 1/4-inch drywall.
Yeah. Alex Krieg says 100 black women minding their own business versus Anthony Cumia with a camera.
Damn. Yo, Clinton Patrick. Bacon says, I could masturbate to that voice. Say it again.
Yeah, and so far that comment's the winner.
Oh, really?
So far, yeah.
Kyle Yankowski says 100 kids versus 1 Bill Rhodes. Did he fuck him or fight him? That's the question. Bill Rhodes says, I'd fuck 100 kids up. All right, one more. Hold on. Corner Steve says 100 extra pounds versus David Lucas. Man, people are going against David tonight. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody started a trend.
All right. We do have a winner. It was very, very close. Like, very close. All right. So, the winner for this joke concept with 8 reactions was 100 Feet versus 1 Harmon Comedy. How long will he last? And that was Dino Rodino.
All right, I'll give you that.
It's about time he got back on. He won, like, on our first episode, and he came so fucking close so many times since then, but never quite clinched it, but he finally got it back.
Yeah.
But it was so close. Like, with 7 reactions, we had 100 babies versus a meat grinder. That was Kyle Yankowski. With 5 reactions, we had 100 Yankowski jokes versus 1 laugh. That was No Breaks. And then we had a bunch for 4 reactions. There was 100 cousins versus 1 Kanye. That was Lindsey. And with 6 reactions, 100 black people versus a smoke detector. That was Kerner Steve.
Dude, that one was fucking good.
It was. With 5 reactions, we had 100 OJs versus JoJo Siwa. That was Dan Stinson. And so on and so forth. It was very competitive this round.
Guys, thank you for actually utilizing this for what it's used for, and liking comments uh that you truly like. Like, we've been trying to get people to do that forever, and it seems like it's really coming through now. Everybody's liking it. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for participating. That being said, let's get on to the last, final, fourth Joe concept of the night. This one, we did this last month, right? And we said we were going to do it once a month. Because to be honest, it's hard coming up with 4 new, fresh concepts every single week. So your concept is to make up your own concept, and the winner gets used on next week's episode. So if you're on this week's episode and you happen to be here and see who wins this one, you already have an advantage to the next guy that hasn't been on this episode and will be coming in blind next week. So thank you guys for participating and being here tonight. It's been a good episode so far.
Oh yeah. I mean, awful rocky start with finding out that the scheduled guest wasn't gonna come on, but we're out here, folks.
Yeah, we made it work. Trey and Lindsey came through in the clutch like they always do. They're great friends. There's the man.
Hey,
Yo, what's up?
Yo, glad to have you back on, dude.
What's going on?
Not much, man. We had you on, what was it, the first or second episode?
The first.
I think it was the first one, yeah.
Actually, I think you were one of the first clips that I ever made at the podcast.
I think so.
Yeah, what was that about?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I think we were just talking shit. I had a stroke.
Yeah. Were we talking about breast milk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My wife
that's what it
babysits her
was.
friend's kid, and the tit milk's in the fridge sometimes.
That's right. So how's that been going for you? Have you tried it yet?
No, he's aged out of that now. No, he's just
Oh, dude,
informative.
that's such a sad time, man. When my kids aged out of that, I'm like, no more fucking source from the tap. No, trust me. Look, I still got that thing going, man. I still got her, like, her body thinks that she's still feeding a child. Really, it's me. I'm fucking 35 years old.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
So
fucking
what's
crazy.
new, man?
Oh shit. Well, just came up on a year of having a stroke. I got laid off a couple months ago. That sucked. Let's see what else.
Well, you were, if I remember correctly, you were working for like some healthcare.
Yeah. And I couldn't say that at the time, but you know, they're all kind of dirtballs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And hopefully, you know, something's looking up around the corner. Hopefully you got, something planned. Well, yeah, that sucks. My bad.
That's all good. Shit happens. Life goes on.
Yeah. Family good? Everything good?
Oh yeah.
Besides that.
Oh, yeah, my boy's 3. He's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's where most of my time goes, is taking care of him.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Because I got my daughter just turned 5 last week. My son's turning 2 on beginning of next month. So we're having like a joint birthday party this Saturday. So you know, trying to kill 2 birds. By the way, my kids identify as birds. But yeah, it's wild, man, being a parent, dude. You don't get any free time anymore. There's no me time.
No, you're lucky if you're not getting something thrown at your head.
Yeah, exactly. I got like one friend that hits me up still. He's like, "Yo, man, come on, let's go hit this mic. Let's do this." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't think you understand, man. Like, first of all, it's not even the fact that I don't get free time, but I also don't want to leave that full responsibility on my girl. You
That's
know,
more
like,
what it is. Yeah.
yeah. And plus, it's hard to do. Like, even if I wanted to, it's just like, hey, you mind if I go out and have fun while you just sit here and suffer and get blocks thrown at your head, like you said?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
That's why
yeah,
you got to
sure,
trade
go
off
ahead.
days.
What's that?
You got to trade off nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Go out with your friends on this night. I'll go out the next night. We'll trade off.
Yeah.
You got to take some time for yourself every once in a while.
I keep telling her that. I'm like, go, dude, go out and do whatever the fuck you want to do. You give me Thursday nights. As long as I have my Comedy Writers Guild nights, that's all I need. I'm a homebody anyway. I don't want to fucking go anywhere.
Yeah, me too. My birthday comes up and I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday. I want to sit by my fucking self for once.
And people never respect that. They never
No.
respect it. They never just like, what do you want for your birthday? A blowjob and leave me the fuck alone. And they're just like, oh no,
Yes.
we're gonna throw a surprise party for you. And I'm like, dude, I said
No.
a fucking blowjob and leave me alone. It's my birthday.
No, one year everyone forgot my birthday, and it was my favorite birthday.
What birthday was that?
I don't. It was a couple years. It was probably my
Oh,
29th or 28th birthday.
I'm picking
Not
up what
that-
you're saying. I got you.
Not,
Like they
not
forgot it
last
was your
year,
birthday,
'cause
and that's what
that's
made
the
it
year
great.
I had a stroke. Everyone was paying close attention that year, but
Oh, got you. I thought you were saying like the one year they forgot my birthday. That's the one I was looking forward to the most. I wish they didn't forget.
no, that was the
I got
best.
you now. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't. Let me ask you
I
this.
wish I could
You
hit
seem
up a
very
mic.
similar.
I'm jealous of you guys that can do that.
No, you can, dude. You can. Trust me, dude. I have anxieties, dude. I have anxieties, and it's tough. It's tough getting up there. It gets more comfortable, but it's definitely tough at first. The first time that I ever did it, I thought I was gonna fucking pass out. Everybody's like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna throw up." No, not me. I don't get that, but I thought I was gonna pass out, dude. And but you just fight through it. You know, fake it till you make it, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I have a half decent, half baked idea for a bit I could do, but
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's hear it.
you want to hear the idea?
Yeah, that's what this is about.
All right. So you know how there was a bunch of Jewish people that dug tunnels in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea for a bit, it's still half baked. I haven't written through it yet, but my idea for a bit is, what if we extrapolate that, do like a little historical fiction? What if what if in Germany, Poland, what if there was like a Vietnam situation where they had tunnels there?
Yeah.
You had Krieg going down into the spider holes and gets stabbed by a Hasidic Jew. And he goes, "Oh God, I got blood on my shirt from this fucking German."
Okay, it's a concept. I like it.
Just the Jew voice alone is like, I mean, yeah, you probably could punch it up a little bit more, but like, you do a really good Jew voice.
Write it out more.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Jew voice was spot on.
Well, I only have like 5 good friends, and 3 of them are Jewish. So.
Oh, really? I don't think. I think I only know like one Jew. I don't even know if you're allowed
I
to
live
say
out in
Jew.
LA County. There's a lot out here.
Oh yeah. Are you allowed to say Jew? Is Jew like is that bad? Do you have to say Jewish?
The stream's still up.
It depends what crowd you're in. If you're hanging out with them, they don't care. But if you're just on the street and you point at them, they don't like it too much.
Yeah. Travis said the stream's still up.
Yeah. I imagine you can't just walk down the street, see a Jewish individual, and go, Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go full Disney on them.
No.
Yeah. No, I did that one time. I was like, because I never see them. So I was like, guys, look, a Jew. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, I said, look at you. Look at you. Sorry, trying to riff. Let me see. I pitched this concept. I wrote it last night to Travis earlier. I don't think he really liked it. But it has to do with I didn't even write it down yet. It has to do with like women always complain that they have it harder than men. But like, is that really true? Because like, why when I get fat, I lose dick, right? But when you get fat, you gain cunt. It just gets deeper. So like, because everybody wants like depth on a woman, nobody's gonna complain about that. But like loss of inches on a man, that's a sad day.
Oh yeah, you don't want a man with a fupa. That's never a good thing.
No, a fuda, fat upper dick area. Yeah,
Oh, unless it gets too big. And
yeah,
it swallowed the whole thing.
yeah. Then you look like you're wearing a button. Yeah. So you don't have any plans of hitting any mics?
Not currently. I mean, I'm down, but there's nothing close by. Unless I do a virtual one, I could do that probably.
Yeah, we're gonna get on top of that. We're gonna get back into Discord here soon, and we'll have like an open mic night up in the Discord. So I think that's important. But yeah, we'll do that. Well, we also need to bring our roast battles back. Those were pretty fun. But I don't know. I got too much going on. That's why we haven't been doing that shit. But guys, feel free. The Comedy Writers Guild is your platform, guys. Feel free to hop in there and host your own open mic if you want to. But that brings us to our time today. Thank you for making fun of me and my foot fetish. By the way, I would annihilate those feet.
I know you would. That's why I wrote it out. I was rooting for you with those 100.
I'd go ape shit, dude. That's my top 5 way of dying. Yeah. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on, dude. Thanks for being a part of this and coming on every week, pretty much. I see you on here damn near every week.
Of course, I try to. Sometimes it's hard if my boy's staying up late, but I'm on the West Coast, so usually I can be on.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we will see you next week, hopefully.
All right. It's always fun, guys. Always appreciate this. It's always fun.
Thank you, brother.
Good to have you, man.
Later. Cool. Dino Redino, folks. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, and it's crazy that he hasn't been on more often because he keeps on coming so fucking close to winning so often, but
yeah, for sure. And dude, that first clip, man, when we were talking about breastfeeding, he was like, "Yeah, I got some breast milk," and that's what it was. Because I was kind of like biting off of Kill Tony at the time because I didn't have my own original like questions. So I was like, you know what? And I think we hit like a spot where I was like, all right, what do I ask? And I was like, what's the weirdest thing you have in your fridge? And he said breast milk. And that's where we got that clip from. And that was a great clip. Great grip. He's out there on the West Coast. That was our pal. He's a great crip. Okay.
Just got word that he's dead now.
Getting into this.
Be careful. He's in a blood neighborhood.
Yeah. All right. Fourth and final joke concept of the night. It's a free-for-all. Make your own concept. Winner gets used on next week's episode.
All right. We had some really good ones that I think that we could use.
Go.
All right. We will start with Andy Dellinger, and he said, "What was Trump doing on Epstein's Island?" I guess making a list of who else was there.
Oh, yeah.
If only it were released. All right. And Dan Stinson, most racist math equations.
What? Dan, hop in the chat. Can you give us an example of that?
You know, Dan is 13% of our chat, and he writes about 50% of all the jokes here. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
From Sean Wheeler, disabled improv comedy troupe names. Christy Bacon said, "What's in the box?"
What's in the box? Chrissy Bacon, what's in your box? That's a good one. What's in Christy Bacon's box?
These are questions I'm not sure I want the answer to. She also said, "What's the sketchiest thing you would do for a Klondike bar?" To which Zach No Breaks Estrada replied, "You."
Good and honest. Patrick Coffey says, if the end of the world happens tomorrow, what 3 things would you grab?
Phil Lombardo said, "What is your dream job? But you are Elon Musk."
Okay.
Tell me if this is the one that disappeared on you. Andy Dellinger said, "Where did Garth hide the bodies?"
That's what it was. Yep. Sean Wheeler said, why haven't we had a female pope?
This one actually might be a clever little challenge here. Zach No Breaks Estrada said, "Make a joke in 5 words or less." Dan Stinson said, "Name a hilarious way you would stop 9/11 if you were a passenger on one of the planes." Zachary Melton said, "If you had to be one mythological monster that was gay, which one would it be?" K. Rivers Forrest Huddleston said, "What was the best part of your worst job?"
All right. So, do we have a winner?
Let's find out. We do have a winner.
Cool.
The winner of the concept with 6 reactions is scariest place to masturbate, and the winner is Dan Stinson.
Ooh.
All right, Dan. Check your messages. You have a link.
Yo.
What's up?
We got the sound guy up in here, so of course he's going to sound phenomenal.
What's going on?
If we could just get Patrick Coffey on your microphone, dude, it would just bacon would come.
Get really low. Ladies and gentlemen,
real low.
In a world.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't get my voice that low.
I could do like the low, like death metal stuff.
Like screamo type shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I used to be able to when I was in my younger days.
Sounding like what's his name? Trey Campbell coming.
I can't make that sound. I don't know.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
I tried.
He's one of my favorite funny people on here. I love those guys.
Oh, dude, they're awesome, man. They're so
really
awesome.
funny.
I just
tried. They're both equally funny too. There's usually like a funny one and then kind of an obviously less funny one, and they both are very like
they complement each other well.
Yeah, it's really cool. So what's going on?
How much? What were you saying, Travis?
Oh, I just said that I was attempting my death metal growl, and as soon as I did, I got a notification pop up on my screen that my microphone appears to be noisy.
Yeah, I get that.
Great.
Didn't do it that time.
There you go. All right, your turn, Harmon.
That was just like a reverse burp.
Well, it's your turn now, Harmon.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of music I listen to, but it sounds like that.
That sounds like Megan Thee Stallion from what you just saw.
Yeah. I was going for Lizzo.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, Travis went for Lizzo.
Yeah. My inspiration.
So one of my favorite things on here is wondering, what does Dan Stinson have for his joke concepts now?
I don't know, man.
Have you ran through all of them, or are they more racist 9/11 jokes?
Yeah. I mean, there's some of that. I've been trying to make an effort to not do that as much, but it's just right there. I can't help it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's not really low hanging fruit, but it's like, dude, there's just so much material there.
Yeah. No, I just I can't help these thoughts, so I'm stuck with them. So
Have you tried therapy?
yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
They just want you to keep bitching about your fucking past, and it's like, okay, we've been hammering at this for like 6 months now. I think you're just taking my money for no reason.
Pretty
like
much.
you get into it and it's like, hey, wait a minute. I thought there was like a part in this when you're like, okay, so now that we've assessed all this, here's what you do. And no, it's just
No.
you want
I
to talk
always
about that shit again. You look like you're doing pretty good. You remember how things sucked? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I think that therapists get off on that, man. I think all therapists just fucking flick their bean right after they talk to us.
Throw on the white noise machine, take a 15-minute.
Yeah. They just put like a do not disturb sign on the handle outside their door. Yeah.
Yeah, I have I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Have you written anything?
Well, I just said the
We're
one.
gonna
I don't
play
know if
joke
you heard
pool
it.
over here.
I don't know if you heard the one that I just said about how women complain that they have it harder than men. And it's like, oh, really? How come when I get fat, I lose dick? But when
Yeah.
you get fat, you gain cunt. Like,
I
I
like
thought
that.
that was a good concept.
I like it.
Yeah.
I have a couple dumb things. Some of these cannot be clipped. So I'll just
Damn it. Damn it. Or they cannot be clipped and you tagged, or they just cannot be clipped.
I guess we'll just see what happens. Some of these I should have thought about before I even brought them up, so we'll see what happens.
I hate to tell you, but this is live.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be all right. We're not pulling Jeff Crabtree numbers, so we'll be okay.
True.
Let's see. This one's an easy one. It says everybody knows what the N and God damn, I can't even see that. Everybody knows what the N in NWA stands for, but a lot of people didn't know that the A just stands for AIDS. Now say that out loud and try not to laugh, you evil motherfucker.
Oh God.
I don't know. That might not be good.
Yeah.
And then who do you think?
That's good.
Who do you think took more sniffs this year, Charlie Sheen or Joe Biden? Well, sniff humor.
That's good.
Hunter Biden.
Yeah, right.
There you go. I don't know. The other one is too bad to say on here until I reword it. And then I tried to come up with a racist algebraic equation.
Yeah. I wanted to hear your example of that. What is that?
Is that backwards?
No, it's not. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
Flawless victory.
Yes, dude. Well, can't compromise that joke.
It happened. Just fucking blur it out.
Hell no. That was great, man.
If you want to see what it said, you have to pay $59.99 to the Patreon.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about that though. Racial humor, man. I wish there was more white people shit.
Yeah. Like
You know?
shit. It's like shit making fun of white people.
Yeah.
I've tried
It's usually
that.
never good. It's always like that shit, like the people opening jars badly and like getting shit all over themselves. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
well, it could. We might need somebody that's not a white guy on here occasionally to come on here and like give us shit. Is probably more of the situation.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
I tried racial humor that shits on white people. It went badly every time.
Well, you to them, it doesn't. It's kind of like, hey man, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now I want to see a black dude just fucking, just have something great. There's not that many great against white people jokes.
I thought you were going to say black comedians. I'm like,
No.
oh,
No. No, some of the funniest ones are black comedians.
Most of the funniest ones are black.
Oh yeah.
Patrice O'Neill, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
End of list.
Mhm.
I know you have
Pretty
like that
much.
Kevin Hart tattoo. right under your rib cage. They got an Acapulco.
What?
Your tattoo you got, the Kevin Hart tattoo. Don't pretend like you don't know about it.
That you got in
Oh, yeah.
Acapulco?
I'm lost. Well, the thing is, you broke up also right before that. The screen went dark, so
course.
I caught like the end of that.
No, he was just embarrassed. He doesn't want to admit it, but he got a tattoo of Kevin Hart right under his rib cage.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
didn't happen on our end. The people on the chat did not witness that. They
No,
witnessed
it
you
just
topping
looks
out.
like it bombed terribly. That was really bad. So
Oh,
got that part out.
anyway, no, it's fine. What was I gonna say right before
You were going to talk about racial humor, and then you got bored immediately.
That's right. That's right. No, I got lost. Yeah. So you're making great fucking content here, Dan. Thanks. Hopefully we can wrap it up with a drum solo. But yeah, racial humor, dude. I would love to see like everything that I see. All right, I'll let you finish it. What is like the number one racial humor that you see? The number one joke all the time said about white people.
Well, I mean, it depends on which white people you're talking about.
It's just like broad statement, you know.
Probably just corny, can't dance, lame in every aspect, I suppose.
I was gonna say school shootings.
Yeah, number one on that.
Number one,
Doing
yeah,
pretty good.
I feel like Smells Like a Wet Dog is up there.
yeah. I don't understand that one.
Serial killers generally.
Yeah,
really kind of like the high level, high thought out crimes. You know, like the ones you really got to plan a lot.
yeah. The one that takes thought.
You know, like a serial killer that managed to get away with it for like 60 years straight.
I feel like
like
all
100
those are probably women, dude. I bet you women get away with so. There's probably more female serial killers than there are males. They just haven't been caught.
I mean, they study the shit. Like,
Yeah, and more celebrity serial
exactly.
killers you
That's
know
what I'm
about.
saying. Are there any? Were there any celebrity serial killers before, like they were celebrity before they were a serial killer?
There was one serial killer that I don't know if it was like Richard Ramirez or one of those guys. There's one of those guys that was like on a TV dating show. Like,
oh yeah,
like people won dates with this guy. He like killed people on his dates and shit. Pretty wild.
Yeah, he got pulled for a date, but the girl was like, "Yeah, he freaks me out. I don't want to go on a date with him." And he ended up being a fucking killer.
Good instinct, huh?
Shout out to that woman. Whatever you're doing today, like we'd love to have you on the podcast and talk about your like intuition.
That'd be an odd next guess.
Yeah,
what's your takes on racial humor?
What, to them? Yeah.
No, to you.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're talking about to that woman. I mean, as long as you're joking and it's like made aware that you're joking.
Yeah.
If you're just being a fucking asshole towards a certain specific people or race or gender or identity or religion, if you're just being a fucking dick, then nah. But
well, that's what sucks. Like in the beginning, because if people don't know, like you should, I honestly feel like I shouldn't even be like saying things on here until people like know that I'm not an asshole. Because it just like if this was the only fucking side of me you saw, you'd be like, oh, that guy's kind of a fucking asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, Travis, like what if we found out like a month from now that Dan's actually a racist? It would like totally change everything, but the jokes are still fire.
Yeah.
I'd be getting like a bunch of GoFundMe money or something, probably. I don't know. I'd probably be a fucking millionaire.
Our numbers would probably go up. We'd get Ben Shapiro on the podcast and just get absorbed into the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Dude, he comes on next week. He's just got a Burger King hat on.
Yeah. I thought about that. Like somebody needs to make like an Oompa Loompa song that teaches lessons to like these white people, like the lady in the park and the Burger King guy, like people that keep saying the N-word in public. Like there needs to be like an Oompa Loompa song about white people saying the N-word in public. Like,
all right, Travis, I think we just found out. I think he is racist.
Yeah.
This is to teach a lesson, so they stop doing it.
Oh,
They might listen more to Oompa Loompas.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got that too. Yeah.
Oh, like Oompa Loompas. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, he's racist against Oompa Loompas.
I can't fucking stand them. They're really loud in movie theaters. They're always singing songs.
Taking all of our factory jobs.
Yeah. What's up with
Plugging
Oompa
up our
Loompas and loving big white women?
Is that what the blueberry thing was for?
Yeah. You see Oompa Loompas getting hard. They're just sitting over there wanking it like, eat that blueberry. Eat that
Those
blueberry.
children were never recovered ever at the end of the movie. They never show up again. There's like two people. They just fly out of the top of the factory in a glass elevator. Like nothing's ever confirmed what happened to any of those people.
Yeah. This is the second time that this movie is being brought up tonight.
Yeah.
And I have to say, for those that don't know, I actually started like years ago, man. There was a group called We Hate or Everyone Hates Grandpa Joe. Right? Because Grandpa Joe, he's a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's in bed making his family fucking suffer. And then Charlie's like, I want a golden ticket. And Grandpa's like, jumps out of bed. Oh, Charlie, let's go. And it's like, dude, you real piece of shit. So there was a group dedicated to hating him on Facebook. And so I always like to take things up a notch. You guys see like my social media persona. I did the whole William Montgomery thing. It's like, I always have to take it up just a little bit further than most people do. So I was the only one, I don't know how, out of like fucking 30,000 people or something that were in this group. I was the only one thought to make a Grandpa Joe account. And so I went on there and I just started telling everyone how I fucked their moms. And like,
I'm going to bed.
What's that?
Just write shit like, fuck you, I'm going to bed.
Yo, I wish I would have thought of that, dude. But it's actually the group that got me really good.
They're a debate with you, but I'm going to go to fucking bed.
Yeah, I just get them arguing amongst themselves. But like, I got into, that's where I got really good at Photoshop. Because I started like making images with it and everything. It was a good time, man. It was fun. My girl thought I was retarded, dude. She was like, you spend so much time on this dumbass page of this make-believe character. Yeah. I'm like, it's Joe Bucket.
I have 7 other characters. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Wait till I bust out this William Montgomery. We'll see who's laughing then. Yeah, this is well before that. So I yeah, she thought I was retarded, dude. For sure.
She's over that now, though, right?
Nah, she still brings it up, dude. Every now and then we'll pass in the hallway. She'll be like, faggot.
Just like being in high school again.
Yeah, she'll smack the books out of my hand. She's like, you
push up against the wall.
Yeah. I don't even feel safe in my own home just because I was Joe Bucket.
Start drinking before you go out walking in the halls for confidence.
Yeah, exactly. Need that liquid courage just to like leave my bedroom.
She can smoke 6 or 7 cigarettes.
Yeah. Is she out there? I'm asking my daughter. I'm peeking my head out. Is she out there? Like she's my bully.
Yo, go make us breakfast.
Oh, that's fucking great. But yeah, dude, that was a good time, man. I was Charlie. I was Grandpa Joe. Oh, and here's the thing that happened, right? So I got like tons of people following me from that shit. They loved it, dude. People would like hit me up. Oh my God, I just remembered that this happened. The most random fucking thing happened. So I didn't get messaged that much on that account, but I got messaged like maybe 3 times. And one of them happened to be a dude that I know in real life. Like me and him are friends.
Yeah.
And he had no idea that I was Grandpa Joe. So he hit me up and I've never seen this side of this guy.
Yeah.
Right. So like, he's like the quiet type. He doesn't really talk much. He doesn't like make much eye contact. He's very timid. Dude, He hit me up like, fuck you, you piece of shit. Like hit me up on some crazy stuff. Right? Like he was getting all this anger out against this fucking character on the internet. but he had no idea it was Harmon.
Right, but he didn't think it was actually Grandpa Joe from the 40-year-old fucking movie. So who did he think he was yelling at?
Yo, great fucking point, dude.
It's like that's why they have to put like
dude, I think he just
they have to put like fake numbers in movies because people are fucking stupid. They'll dial shit like, hey, Indiana Jones, fucking like
yeah. That's why every movie's like 555 1 2
Yeah.
3 5. You know,
'cause
like
people will do it.
yeah. Yeah. But this guy, he just wanted to shout into the abyss, I think, you know, and I was the abyss. And
That's a
he
quote.
had
That
no
should be a quote right there.
You know what? Oh, you like that?
Like
I
if you
didn't
talk
even-
about your sobriety, like I was the abyss.
Yo, I like that. Bumper
Single
stickers.
tear.
Bumper stickers coming soon. But yeah, this guy just started fucking going off on me. I'm about to go back, see if I can get it onto my oh no, they banned my account. That's right. That's right, because I was getting to that point now too. So
Grandpa Joe got a little racist.
I mean, it was in the 40s, I think.
Started rattling off FBI statistics.
Yeah. Yeah, but they banned my account. Nah, some fucking person or group of people must have like I don't know. I think they were like jealous of what I had going on or something, and they like sabotaged the account. And it was like, you're not a real person. To prove you're a real person, please send us a picture of your ID. You know, so like one of those things happened.
What a weird world to be in.
I
Like
know.
a bunch of Charlie Bucket fucking fans or something.
Yeah. And here I am. Who's weirder, the fans or me impersonating him?
They're both pretty weird in that situation, but people getting mad in that is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Like, because
So-
you're a fictional character and it's not like a mistakable one. Like, you're a made up character from like several decades ago. Like, who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
Exactly. So this is what happened. So I got booted, and then I was like, well, I guess there goes that fun. Because I was having fun with it for sure, dude. And people were loving it. And yeah, it moves the camera.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So people were loving it, and it was a good time. And so after I got booted, somebody else tried to step up and do it. People instantly knew it wasn't me. Instantly. They were like, "Oh, fuck you, dude. You're not as good as the last guy." And I'm over there like, "Hell yeah." They love it. I felt
This
good
guy's
about
not even diabetic.
that. No, we could tell this guy's black. Oh, shit.
trying to rep all the gear right there.
Yeah, what is that?
The Comedy Writers Guild Cup you're holding up there.
Oh no, I was just taking a sip, dude.
I still got to get one.
I'm
We need some
thirsty.
stickers too.
Yeah, well, yeah. I need to get on top of stickers.
Mhm.
But dude, actually, I think you've been
Tripper in Miami.
over. Yeah, we've been over our time here, so I'm gonna let
Oh,
you go.
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
Not a big deal. But yeah, dude. Again, I think this is like your 4th week in a row or something like that.
It's been up there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been
Cool.
good. Yeah, I'll let you guys as offender coming on.
I don't know, Travis. You want to send him a link, please?
I was
I'm
just
not
about
sure.
to ask you the same question. Let's see.
We've been like missing each other's phone calls. We
Otherwise,
talked.
we can go over those FBI statistics if you guys.
I'm cool with that.
I got them printed off. I think I faxed them over to you.
And let me check the facts. Hey, check the facts. I got the fax machine in there in the closet with the guy.
All right, well, I'll let you guys get to it.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on, man.
Have a good one.
Peace.
too.
All right, the link has been sent.
All right. You might have to send it to both of his accounts because I'm not sure which one he's using right now.
Right.
But I haven't seen him in the chats either. I'm going to assume that he's not coming on tonight because we haven't spoke about it. That being said, most people don't know, but we have a backup.
Mm-hmm.
We now have a backup closer.
Yep. It's 10:27 now. I sent him the first link at 10:26, so at 10:30, you want me to send the link to our backup closer?
I would say just send the link.
I gotcha. All right,
Yep.
backup closer, you know who you are.
It's
And
going to be a surprise to everyone who hasn't been paying attention.
yeah,
Some people that have been paying attention, you know who it is.
there he is.
Hey guys,
What's
how's it
up?
going?
Yo, there's the fucking man. Nice shirt.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. I
Yes,
like
sir.
yours as well.
Oh, this thing? It's nothing. But thank you. It's funny because the last time you came on, the very first thing I said to you was, nice tits.
You're always staring at my chest for some reason.
Yeah, I can't help it, man. Yeah. So what's been going on with you?
Oh, so much. But it's all thanks to the guild. You guys are awesome. The whole community's awesome. Everyone's friendly. It's the best.
I actually saw somebody in the chat tonight kind of going off on a couple people. Did you see that?
Me?
No, not you, not you. Yeah, there was some guy, I didn't recognize his name. And he was kind of calling people stupid and shit.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
He seemed to be going off on himself. Like every comment that he was replying to was his own, but he had some feelings about it.
He's just working through it.
I don't know. We've been pretty civil here at Comedy Writers Guild. Of course, we had to cut a few people loose, but you know that happens. But ever since then, I feel like everybody's been super chill and being able to be themselves and everybody accepting everybody. So it was kind of weird seeing that in the comments tonight. I'm like, I didn't get to really read it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, it was a flurry storm and then just kind of quieted down. He was like, "Oh, I'm being an idiot or something."
Oh, okay. I'm being an idiot sitting here arguing with myself. It's like me having two Grandpa Joe accounts and I'm just going back and forth. Actually, it was like when I had William Montgomery and Red Band account and I would sit there and talk shit on each other. I would literally say something like, "Hey, Red Band, I fucked your mom." And then I'd go over and sign in as Red Band and I'd be like, "Oh, fuck you, William." And then I go back to William and one person called me out for it and he was like, "Hey, I know this is the same guy. Do you have schizophrenia?" And I was like, "I just might, dude."
Did you ever accidentally slip into getting serious?
No, that would be wild.
That would have been hilarious.
So
just all pissed off at yourself.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Yeah, me too. Now that we have you on, everybody knows that you are the backup closer from now on.
Yeah.
And let me ask.
Hell yeah.
You've been hell yeah. You've been coming up with a name. Do you have a solid name that you want to be called by now?
Zach the Riffer.
Zach the Riffer. I fucking love it. What's that painting in the back?
Oh, that's me.
I like that.
It's
very.
Let me show you. If I have one. How do I not have a glow thing handy?
Everybody should have a glow thing handy.
Everybody. A lot of it is fucking blacklight paint, but you can't really see.
Dude,
but I just got that today, like 10 minutes before the podcast. I was all sweating, hanging it up, hoping to I didn't get called first or something.
People that don't know, Zach has this amazing. It's your garage, right?
The lab.
Ah, you like that? I called it the lab one day because that's what I called my studio here, the lab. So yeah, he's got an amazing the lab, and dude, you got all types of shit in there. He'll send me videos, and it looks like a fucking concert, dude.
Oh yeah, I love that. But I want to do it outside, but I have too much plane traffic. I think I'd get called in immediately.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, they're throwing a concert down here. I think that I can't think of any DJs or anything off the top of my head. I don't listen to that, but yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah. I feel like Travis could though. What's a DJ that would do something like that?
Just any random DJ, fucking, I don't know, Excision,
What about
Posey,
Skrillex?
Modest Mouse. Not Modest Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Yes, Dead Mouse.
I love
Yeah.
Dead Mouse.
Hell yeah. So what would you say Comedy Writers Guild has done for you being a part of it?
Man, made me busy. Because even if I don't necessarily have a task, if I can help someone, I have to try and help. I don't know why. So, but it's been so much fun. Like I said earlier, the Discord server is underrated or something because you can have 5-hour long conversations out of the blue, just going back and forth, owning your jokes. It's good shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'd like to get into it more. But as you know, I got like this test going on. I got a bunch of shit going on in my personal life. But yeah, the Discord is there for everybody to use. And it's a great resource to work on jokes and come together as a community. And yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad that you're loving it, dude. Or you're even loving the podcast and being supportive. And we appreciate your love and support. And I see you really honing in on what you're trying to do, man.
I feel it too. It's been nice.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite parts of every morning is Zach is all the time like sending me videos of just what he's up to in the lab. And half of the time I don't even understand what I'm looking at, but I know that A, I love it, and B, I must do LSD in the lab at some point in my life. It's a bucket list item.
Yes, for sure. My favorite video actually wasn't sent by Zach.
Jack.
The river.
Yeah, Jack the Riffer. I said Jack. It wasn't sent by Zach, but it was of Zach. And it was, I think you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It was sent to me by Kyle. And dude, we got to get that video up on here one day, dude.
Okay, I'll trim it up. I think I still
dude,
have it.
It's hilarious. He's just like out in his fucking underwear or something. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, the thing was, I was going to fight the sun with Kyle because he was mad at the sun, but I was in the process of cleaning all of the armory. So I just threw on my arm, strapped a gun to it, and was like, let's fucking do this.
Dude, you look like RoboCop.
I kind of did.
You look like Homo Cop.
Homo Cop, not bad.
Sorry. You look like Hobo Cop.
I like Homo better.
Okay. All right.
What about Brobo?
Brobo Cop? All right.
Yeah.
All right. You look like so-so cop. That's what the Comedy Writers Guild's all about. You have one idea after the next. We all work it out. We riff it. That's what it's about.
If anyone ever wants to work jokes out with me, send me a link. I don't really pay attention to the Discord notifications that often, but I only sleep from 8 a.m. to noon every day, so I'm available.
And you're a good person to run stuff by. You know, we've been doing that, and me and you pretty much talk every day, like me and Offender. And it's been great, man. It's been really good. We are about to be at the length to where we're booted off the Instagram, though. So we're going to let you go. I want our first time streaming to just be the full 3 hours. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for filling in when Offender couldn't be here. Do you have anything you want to say or plug or shout out, or what do you want to do?
I want to go to sleep. I was up all night making new colors for my shit.
Your shit's dope, dude. Pretty soon you'll be selling your shit.
I'm gonna make so much of it that I'm gonna have to eventually. So
yeah. or you'll just be hoarding your shit.
Maybe.
One or the other.
Why not both?
Yeah, do both. Yeah. Fuck it.
That means I'll have to double production.
Mm-hmm. To the lab. All right, Zach the Zach the Riffer, everybody.
I love you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Too.
Thank you.
Take care, bro.
Later.
Later.
Peace.
All right. Well, that was Zach the Riffer. Thank you guys for another amazing episode. Man, I swear it gets better and better each time, I think. I really do. Last week was hard to top, but yeah, last week was really great. But dude, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been in the chat tonight, everybody that was just watching tonight. You know, thank you for your love and support. Travis, you want to shout out anything?
Yeah, first I want to thank Gary Gia for keeping the chat on the Instagram stream lively with himself. But Gary, we are on Facebook if you want to participate. He had some good ones on there. But yeah, anyway, Vibecasts on the Firegen Media YouTube channel, FIREDJINN. That's on YouTube. Last week was really great. I had probably some record viewership, great viewers, great time. I went a little bit long even because it was just hopping so much. So if you want to be a part of that, check it out. We had a surprise musical guest, Mr. Kyle Yankowski, played us some of his drums, showed us some of his dinner. It was a great time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's very chill over there. So go check it out next week. So thank you guys. Love you guys. Hope to see you next week. Have a good week.
Toodles.
Later. Could you call them a bunch of cocksuckers for me?
They're all a bunch of cocksuckers, but they did a great job tonight.
That's right.
I love you.
You
brother.
did a great job. Love you, Joey.